Well, I've been up here in Pennsylvania, up in Erie County by Lake Erie, catching up with a lot of friends I went to high school with or grew up with. And of course, they're my age. And one common thing I've been noticing, same with some of my friends in Florida, is tons of signs that someone doesn't like you. I'm just blown away by how many of us seniors overlook these signs. I think a lot of it is because so many of us are so afraid of being alone. But let me tell you, with all these scams out here already trying to rip us off, or people taking advantage of us, or all the other problems we have when we age and get older, having friends disliking us and taking advantage of us or being hateful to us should not be one of them. Please let me know if I miss any. I think as a community, we all need to encourage and stick together and let everyone know these signs when somebody doesn't like you, and help each other and realize you're worth so much more. One of the ones right off the bat is if someone you're talking to is not making eye contact. Like say they just keep looking at their phone and looking around or looking past you while you're talking to them, that could be a big sign they don't like you. And a lot of us get these instincts that we feel like maybe somebody doesn't like us. Please, by all means, listen to your instinct. If you think somebody's using you, taking advantage, or disrespecting you, stop it. You are better than that. Another one is, and this might not necessarily mean that they don't like you, but they definitely don't respect you, is someone that is always late. That is a huge pet peeve of mine. I've called my friends out on this, and they always give me some excuse like, oh, I just couldn't stop working, or the traffic was bad, even though you know what the traffic's like at that hour. You knew days ahead of time, and you're still late. That just infuriates me even more, because that's even more disrespect that you're perfectly fine working on a project that you can return to when we're done with lunch or whatever, and just let me sit there. Just let me sit there twiddling my thumbs while you're taking your sweet old time coming to meet me. Well, then they wonder later why I refuse to go out to lunch with them or meet up with them, because they're always late. That is a huge disrespect. Some other ones I've noticed is if they have to force a smile when you're talking to them, or they give you short little impromptu answers when you ask them a question. They're just like, kind of look away. Or here's one. If somebody acts different around you than they do others. Say you're talking to somebody and they're just kind of like not paying, doing the eye contact, give you short answers. And then someone else walks up and they're like, all happy and talking and interacting. And that's a sign. How about they always have excuses to avoid you? Now this is, I see especially in my friends that are trying to date again. I'm like, if this guy never has time for you, but has time for everyone else, he's just not into you. I mean, I get it, we're all busy once in a while, but always, and they never initiate contacting you, whether it's a friend or someone you're dating, I think that's another big sign. They just might not like you. I think also when somebody is overly critical or constantly negative and putting you down, those little digs, those little backhanded digs, I think that's a sign they don't like you. And you definitely want to get away from somebody like that, because it just makes you feeling worse when you leave them. I always like to be the person you feel better after being with me. When you walk away, you feel great. Even if you started feeling down, by the time we're done, I hope you feel better. And that's the type of people I like to surround myself with also. If you have someone also that never includes you in their plans, that could be a huge sign they don't like you. Or if they never return favors or gestures, but they're always taking or wanting stuff from you. The only time you hear from them is when they want something. That's a huge sign. Don't keep helping them and giving them stuff if they're never there for you. They're just using you. Sorry, it's the harsh truth. You need to stop doing that. If they're indifferent of your needs or anything that you want, again, that's a huge sign. And if they avoid being around you physically, which also goes back to just avoiding you, those are some huge signs. Like I said, please comment below if there's any you know of you've had happen to you or you see happening to others. Please let me know in the comments. We'd all like to be prepared, and let's group together and not let this continue to happen as we grow in age. Let's just surround ourselves with wonderful, wonderful people. Thanks for watching. Till next time.